Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Galactic War cast. Today Aeon against Cybran match 1v2, a battle that we're gonna see on the classic Canis 4v4 special edition. And we have a Paladin Asmund first rank. And for Cybran players we have two drones who also just first fish ranks Nexus 13 and Alpha 7, all players starting with Land Factory. A couple of actually Alpha 7 breaking the usual build order with early beacon, so probably gonna be a couple of hunters. It's not an early reinforcement, yeah, but a couple of hunters are being brought for some raiding, and a couple of scouts to provide the intel. It's like up to 3 raiding parties to see if he decides to split it up or not. And then continuing with his build order with the Hydro and going for the other two mechs and Hydro as well, and his teammate Nexus 13 also bringing his reinforcements. Also a couple of hunters. Sees it fully. Yeah, it's just 6 hunters, no scout for him. Definitely a good idea to always place a single scouter. It's not gonna delay the group that much, and especially early on raiding, having the scout for the extra intel and range is always nice. On the other side, no reinforcements as of yet for Asmund. He's building the beacon now, and he has a nice scout formation going outwards, so he will be able to spot some incoming raids, and also his Aeon scouts are able to be on the water, so we'll see this raid group. Now he's spotting this scout and bringing his own reinforcement, and it is 5 Aurora tanks to defend, which will be able to defend against this push. Actually, his scout doing some damage now. A bit of micro from the Cybran player trying to dodge these shots will save this scout. Some free damage being dealt by this scout. If this hunter doesn't move in a next minute, he would die. Another raiding party going all the way. It does not find anything there, since Asmund is alone, so it's gonna take him a bit longer to expand. But when he does, he might find his first engineer getting killed if he's not careful. But now he is sending 2 Aurora tanks here. Unfortunately, no scout with the tank, so they might actually miss this hunter. Will definitely miss these. They're getting split to cover more area, potentially kill some engineers. Okay, one Aurora down, but the scout, the hunters have died. I don't think I see that engineer. So a decent defense from the Aeon player. And meanwhile, both Cybran players managed to grab all the core mexes, build a couple more factories, and are expanding, having that advantage with the extra ECU, while Asmund being a little slower with grabbing that, having a bit less build power. But is expanding as well, and slowly defending. There are these hunters still waiting for some engineer to arrive that he will be able to kill. Another raid, this time with mantises, but a really nice defense from Asmund, defending and not losing a single Aurora while getting the kills. But this raiding party will sneak past and will be waiting here to get some engineers. We'll see if he decides to push. He has this scout giving him nice intel of what's going on in this part of the map and how many units are going to the left. Gun upgrade is being done for Alpha 7. Meanwhile, the 13 just expanding with his ACU, securing this area and all this reclaim. And Asmund actually pushing the same direction with his ACU. This raiding party has decided to push through, will kill this engineer easily, and this mech's under construction, and will try to sneak all the way past the back of the base. Now more units pushing here, pretty nice stream of units, not enough roster defense, but they do have the range, so if used well, but they probably don't, whether there is radar, so they should have the intel as well. Another mech dies, but this raid has been dealt with, so 2 mechs died and an engineer. These hunters are still waiting for the targets, so now some engineers are arriving, but at the same time there are Auroras on the way, which will be able to kill this one. But this engineer might actually die to the hunter, so wait. Was worth it. Now all these Mantises are actually pushing all the way through to the base, killing a couple of Auroras on the way, but not much else that they can accomplish here. T2 land factory is coming up for Asmund. Again, upgrade for Nexus 13 have finished as well, and Asmund does not have a gun upgrade, so definitely want to reconsider this push and head back to water. See, T2 Mexes are being upgraded, no T2 land yet, just more T1 spam for now. This hunter actually 3 kills now is finally being dealt with. Still a couple more waiting for some engineers to arrive. Now the scout, so these 2 will be dealt with. And Asmund does manage to secure this area for now, so he can start reclaiming it, slowly expanding the bottom left corner as well with a single engineer, and already constructing the factory, and another one going for the next reclaim. Now finally this scout has been dealt with. That was providing really nice intel to the Cybran players. And now, as expected, Nexus 13 is pushing through the water. He's gonna use that gunned ACU, and there is actually a T2 radar, really nice forward radar, which will die unfortunately for Asmund, so he's gonna lose that intel. And Alpha 7 also pushing his ACU, so both of the Cybran commanders are pushing right now. And they should be doing that while they have that advantage, because now the T2 units on the field for Asmund, and going for blazes and some flag. They're not really building too many. Well, actually, he does a decent amount of interceptors, but we'll definitely need that flag later on. Bit of a raiding now. Two groups of Aeon units. Gonna use the range to reading, get some free shots before the Mantis can catch up, get a couple more kills that way. Both of the ACUs are now closing to Asmund's base, but not really any units to support them anymore, so not sure how much they can accomplish on their own, because Asmund now upgrading his gun really fast, so he will have a gun ready on his ACU as well, and a steady stream of units from his base. This T2 Forest has managed to kill all these units also. A lot of the Auroras from that left group still survive, getting a lot of kills, and so he's now pushing on the left side, and the Cybran player is deciding to not push any further just with ACUs. There is a TML being loaded. So T2 is now in play for Cybran players, T2 HQ back home for both players, and forward T2 factory. See, there is a TMD already in the main base, so that part is secured, and not that many T2 maxes, actually no T2 maxes that are anywhere else. It could be sniped, maybe just PD or anything. There's always something you can find to shoot at with the PML if you look carefully. Another T2 radar on the right side provides some intel for Asmund, and now pushing on the right side, but there should be enough units to defend against this push. Just 2 blades left Black, which will not be able to shoot back. But he does manage to sneak all the way into the back of his base, but there are 81 PDs and units to defend this push, so not that much damage these arrows can do, but that they did manage to at least walk through here. And a couple of them are surviving, so should be able to kill this T2 max as well, since all the Cybran units need to go all the way around. Someone doing a nice job reclaiming, basically all the reclaim in this area is gone. Also right side of the map, everything reclaimed, so using that as really well. Cybran players also a lot of engineers reclaiming on the right side, a bit later on the left side, which has been raided. Now T2 engineers, a lot of T2 engineers are actually coming up to build a bit of PDs to secure this position. And Alpha 7 all the way back here with his HU, not really participating in any combat right now, and Asmund is actually the one pushing right now with a decent amount of T2 units. So the ACUs are battling it out. TMD is coming up. I think T2 PD would be more useful at this position. Alpha 7 now pushing with these units, managing to deal with this raid. T1 PD is coming up. Just gonna be more slowing down push from Asmund, but not really stopping him. T2 PD would be better. It looks like Nexus 13 has run out of T2 engineer. Well, that's good. Also have a single T2 engineer. Well, had actually deciding to evacuate this position and retreat, so just reclaiming whatever is left. Another push going from Alpha 7. We'll find Obsidians this time to defend. And Nexus 13 being pushed all the way into water doesn't really have much to stop all these units, and Asmund is pushing forward with his ACU. Actually a decent amount of PP units still from the Cybran players, so we'll be able to deal with these groups. But there are more units coming in. They pushing directly into base, will find more units in the base. Now T2 air for the Aeon player, getting ready with gunship, might be thinking about trying to get a kill with a torpedo bomber, get the gunships, the ACU and all these T2 units. There is a lot of T1 PDs being constructed here, so that's always a way to retreat. Okay, these units are pushing in. Not sure if they can do any significant damage. Might get a kill max maybe. That's yeah, they are running out, so not even gonna be able to kill max. Barely, maybe one. 10 HP left, so unfortunately, not even killing a single max. Next is 13 under fire, but all the torpedo bombers and gunships has been dealt with. Well, it has couple more waiting here. Probably could get a pass on the ACU if Nexus 13 is not careful. And he is pushing again with his bricks. So actually T3 lands now for him and going directly, surfacing directly next to the ACU. The ACU needs to be careful, definitely. There is some overcharging action. Torpedo bombers not being dispatched right now. They could deal some significant damage to the ACU, just 7k HP. Bricks retreating back to the water. And Asmode is gonna be reclaiming here, but with 3 bricks, potentially more on the way. Well, definitely more on the way. Needs to be careful to not get overwhelmed. Okay, it's just ACU gun, so enough of them can focus fire the ACU. And more bricks are being sent to the sides, and now a brick on a transport as well being moved forward. T3 engineer to build a couple more T3 factories, some rebuilding going on. And Asmund with the T3 units himself right now getting some free kills on these interceptors. Nexus using his ACU to get a couple of overcharges, staying close to the water. Okay, but there are still these torpedo bombers that could fly in and deal some nice damage on the ACU. But looks like he will not be forced to go to the water anytime soon, having a lot of luck in this group of units, and with the bricks also as the main firepower. Few more units on the right side are now pushing through for the Cybran players. I'm managing to kill off these maxes, but looks like they're all just P1, so not that much of a loss for Asmund. And now push through the middle, but not with the bricks. The bricks are a bit late, so ACU just getting a few more extra overcharges and with Harbingers to defend as well, but not that many units actually for Asmund, so definitely needs to be a bit careful. The ACU is still a significant force, and he is retreating now. Also he has the issues with those rogue bricks on the right side. It looks like one of them is almost dead, so being able to defend against that. Now using his 2 Harbingers to defend against these units, and torpedo bombers are coming for the bricks, it seems. Nexus 13 back with full HP, Alpha 7 also is sitting a bit more back with his ACU. Yeah, some nice damage on the bricks in the water. Looks like the bricks don't really have the intel since Harbinger is shooting on them for free. And another brick here in the water did manage to kill Max, and he is pushing forward. Probably PDs will be needed in the back to defend against that, or some gunship. And now actually torpedo bombers are being dispatched. Not sure if they're gonna be able to kill the brick in time. We know pretty close. Brick surviving, so might be able to deal damage. Do we have any gunships? We have a single gunship coming now to defend. Meanwhile, the push on the bottom left side is successful to clean this position. 1 max down, and a hydro, and now the brick is gonna go down. Couple of T2 units of Obsidians did manage to sneak past through here, getting a couple of maxes on the way now, finding a brick. We'll probably be able to kill this one, but there is another one to come as well. We should be able to deal with them. All these units I found basically just at T1 maxes, so they did manage to raid this position, but didn't do any significant damage, just denying the map control overall, while they still do have it. ACU for Asmon being still used here in the front. So far he's not afraid of dying. See, just T1 radar, like he lost all his T2 radars. Getting a decent amount of Harbingers in this area, but there's also enough bricks from the Cybran players, and the guy doing decent job of economy at T2 max all over the map. More Harbingers being used to deal with this raid, which will have no issues. And now there's just mostly engineers, and there are a couple of tanks left here. Probably Asmund doesn't know about, well, he knows that a couple of units, not sure if he knows that those are actually tanks. And this push is also being dealt with without dealing any significant damage and leaving a lot of reclaim behind, and engineers being dispatched right away to get all that reclaim. Okay, another push this time with bricks, so we have a lot of bricks actually against a couple of sniper bots. Yeah, there are 2 sniper bots. Gonna see any bombers trying to snipe them. No T1 bombers or T2 bombers for the Cybran players right now. A lot of T3 engineers in action. T2 radar in front, which will provide a decent intel. Yeah, so they know exactly what's going on. Even that T1 radars all the way down here. And now Briggs defending successfully against these Harbingers. Mexes, more Mexes and Strydxrs, so more economy. The free Pigeon and T2 air going T3. And on the other side, we already do have a T3 air restore being built, although T2 Pigeon and T3 Pigeon being constructed right now. So as with both T3 land and air. It's like these bricks didn't really manage to, or they were not committed to move through the middle, so are again like pushing to the left side, but there isn't much they can accomplish. Just probably throw these units to this position, but no real way to use it right now. There aren't any other bricks that would be pushing through the middle and using that. So it looks like the game is slowing down now for a bit while everyone is switching to T3. T3 also in this area. Like mainly it's gonna be a brick spam from the Cybran players. Now with T1 bombers, like they're gonna be sent to deal with the sniper bots. Nice split on them. One of the snipers is almost dead, both of them just surviving. Now the bricks are pushing in slowly. Decent amount of Harbingers are all around, but they are split right now. A couple of the Intis are dying for no reason to the flag. And now the restorers are on the field. But there might be just way too much flag to send the restorer in. Let's see, so it's 6 flags. Like it is being targeted right now. It's a decent split on the restorer, so they are slowly picking up the flag. One of them already died. Yeah, looks like it might be just enough. And there is no other air support really, so now the restorers can deal damage for free. And that is the main Cybran force. Do we have any plans for experimentals? We do. So after this PGen, that we will see spider bot under construction. Again, this bricks pushing in. It's gonna take a while for these restorers to deal with them. There is still a lot of bricks that is pushing in, and not that many harbingers here to deal with it. Also having power issues. The shield is down, and the PJ actually in danger of dying. And if Asmund not having that much power, not looking good for him. See, but the bricks deciding. See, are they pushing in? Yeah, they are slowly pushing in. They should be able to snipe the PJ, and that's what he should be doing, trying to build the power. The bricks are slowly running out, killing the Nexus instead. Just 2 bricks left, 3 bricks left, and that has been dealt with. 2 Nexus, still 3 Nexus killed, but leaving a lot of reclaim behind, not accomplishing that much. So, a bit of mass donation. Unfortunately, didn't have enough flak to deal with the restorers, and then there was enough units to defend. Air staging coming up to repair the restorers is definitely something you want to do. It's repair on the air staging much cheaper than trying to rebuild them. So it's like the plan is to go for restorers mainly. Restorers are bringing as sniper bots, and on the other side we have an air grid coming up with ASFs to counter the restorers. So still quite established. The more bricks being sent to this area. And Asmund mainly living in his main base, upgrading Maxis to T3. Did he actually lose? Yeah, it looks like he lost one of his first T3 Maxes, which were upgraded on this side instead of in the core of his base. So now he is behind Nexus 13, who has much more map control, and just ahead of Alpha 7. Now the restorers are actually dying to all these ASFs. So now a mass donation from Asmund, and he's sending additional ones up here, which also just gonna die to all these ASFs. So losing the air dominance, all the other Interceptors and Swift Winds are gone. So now it might be even time to switch to some Strad Bombers from Cybran players and use the advantage of the air control. Maybe try to snipe a couple of the pigeons. But in the meanwhile, slow push from Asmund. Unfortunately, no mobile shields over all the sniper bots, so the sniper bots might get sniped by T1 bombers. And the plan is not Strat bombers, but T3 gunships. Bangalore is being abandoned for now. Focus is on other things. And this is starting to look like a pretty scary port. Not much to stop it. There are a couple of bricks hiding in water, but not nearly enough to stop all these units. So this expansion is gonna go down. Not enough T1 bombers to deal with these sniper bots. Now the bricks will go out of the water, but there's just too many harbingers. T3 gunships in play now. There is a decent amount of back as well. But might see a similar situation as before, where there will be just way too many gunships, and will be able to kill the flag. But meanwhile, Asmund is still pushing in with all the harbingers, but the flag is lagging a bit behind, so some free damage from the gunship while not taking that much damage themselves. Still enough harbingers to deal some damage. Next 13 is with his ACU not that many bricks anymore in the base, actually no bricks, just the gunships, so the gunships will be forced to defend against this. The flag is still slightly behind, so some free damage from the gunships. Emergency 1 pit is coming up, P3 Pigeon dying, taking the factory, the explosion, and like it's gonna be enough P3 units to deal with this. Additional P1 pit is on the left. The Arbridges are pushing in. Are they gonna be able to snipe the tower? Actually, a couple of bricks managed to sneak past and doing some nice damage the Asmon's base as well, and this fish will be dealt with. Enough gunships to deal with that, and a lot of power has died, but these two power generators still up. But the decent rate killing all these maxes, P3 power, P2 pigeons. And now the gunships are coming in. Do we have enough flak? Probably not enough flak. Are they coming after the ACU directly? Or after the pigeons? Let's see the scary amount of gunships. And they going straight for the ACU. If there is some flak now. The ACU does have a shield, so a heavy shield. Looks like the gunships kind of don't know what to do, like they're shooting at the HQ. The power is definitely the target better than the HQ. The power is down at least, and now the gunships are gonna die. And looks like that's gonna be enough for Asmund to recall, losing all the power. Yeah, he's down to 700 power. That's not enough, losing all the power. So well played for the Cybran players. Managed to get a win. Looked a bit scary with this push. Probably if the units were in a bit better formation, having the flak in the front, dealing with the gunships, they might have managed to push through. But this time the gunships were enough to defend, and then they managed to deal the killing blow on the power grid, which forced Asmund to recall. And so that's gonna be all for today. If you wanna play Galactic War, check the video description with the instruction on how to join, and I'll see you in some of the cast. Bye.